Welcome to your Hasidus moment. Have you ever thought of this question? Why is it that we pour water on our hands for Netilas Yadayim? If it's all about pouring, then why do we collect the water in a cup? Why can't we just get it directly from a sink? The water is flowing from the sink, but no, that's not okay. Put it in a keli, gather the water, but don't put your hands in the gathered water, but rather pour the water over your hands. Seems a little strange. If there's a benefit in gathered water, so then you should clean your hands with gathered water. So I heard this idea from my father. My father says that Chesed and Gvura are the main midos. Midos are represented by the two shoulders, right shoulders. Chesed, left shoulder is Gvura. And then the 5 fingers on the right represent Hey Chasadim. The 5 fingers on the left represent Hey Gvuras. Now, what we do in the morning, at night, when we go to sleep, because our seichel goes away, and we could therefore have ideas that don't make any sense. Therefore, our seichel, our wisdom is all out of whack, and our midas are all out of whack. In the morning, we have to get grounded. We have to become normal again. So what do? We know that water represents Chachma, Torah, Ein Mayim Ela Torah. And then what we want to do is we want to take Chachma, we want to have that Seichel, wisdom, we want to contain the Seichel and the wisdom, because wisdom must be contained, or else it can go in all different directions. It has to be controlled wisdom. We take water, we put it into a keli, we control the wisdom, now we have wisdom. We take that wisdom and we pour it over our hands, our right hand and our left hand. And that is to say that we are going to live the day, we are going to infuse the day, we are going to infuse our midos with seichel. Our midos throughout the day will be directed, will be benefited by, will be elevated by the seichel. And that is the deeper meaning of Negelwasser. That is the deeper meaning of Netilas Yadayim. We lift up the hands. What are we really lifting up, and how are we doing it? We're lifting up our midos. How do you lift up midos? By infusing seichel in them. Like we say in the mimer that we're learning in the morning. We say that it's not enough to just grow big. Sometimes you meet somebody that you knew in yeshiva, and you meet him 20 years later, and you realize all that happened, and it's probably many of us, and me too, all that happened is he became very big. But did he grow? Did he change? Did his seichel affect his midos? So if we don't do that, then we just become like big babies. We have intense midos, and then we just have more intense midos, but just they're a little bit older, more sophisticated, but the same. The idea is we need to take seichel, wisdom, and one more point. Midos are morgush. Midos feel themselves a lot, meaning they end with an exclamation point. They say, "I am angry. I'm embarrassed. I'm frustrated. I am offended." Exclamation point. Seichel ends with a question mark. That idea, an interesting idea. Is it true? Is it not true? I don't know. Let's think about it. Let's say that this has to be. That's not seichel. Seichel means, let's see, is it true or is it not? Midas are, this has to be. But really, it should be the opposite. Midas themselves also should end with a question mark. I am offended now. Question mark. Should I be offended? Is it right to be offended? Will it benefit me and the world and my family and my journey in the world with my being offended? I'm angry now. Question mark. Should I be angry? Is it good to be angry? Is it right to be? Do I have a right? Same thing. Happiness. Every midah. It has to be. Why does it have to be? Why does it have to be exclamation point? Ask yourself, what is that? That's infusing seichel into midas. I'll see you tomorrow.